Los Alamos is a charming town of about 2,000 people nestled right off Highway 101, about halfway between San Luis Obispo and Santa Barbara. When you spend the day here, you'll probably want to come back. That's what happened for one Los Alamos business owner.
It doesn't take long to drive from one end of Bell Street to the other.
I like that it's a small town, but there's so many amazing places to eat, and it's so beautiful.
But for some tourists, they don't even know what they're driving into.
I had no idea what was here. Oh my gosh, I came to get gas, and who knew? Now we have wine and sandwiches and pizza and all kinds of beautiful things.
You just have to try it to believe it. Start at Bob's Well Bread for breakfast.
Everything is very uniquely European, very artisanal. Different breads support different dishes.
Don't forget to take a picture for Instagram, then sample the wines of the Santa Ynez Valley at Casa du Metz.
What I do primarily is focus on what we call Rhone varietals, so Grenache, Mourvedre, Syrah, Grenache Blanc, some Grenache Rosé, and a teeny bit of Pinot Noir, just because that's what we do really well here.
Watch the sunset after dinner at Norman's at the Skyview Motel. When it's time for bed, come back here. From the outside looking in, you'd see exactly what it is.
It just looks like an amazing restored Victorian. A lot of people are drawn into that.
Look closely and you'll see faces, 21 if you can find them all.
We've had 2 guests since I've had it that have been successful in identifying all 21.
You can stay at the Victorian Mansion and your experience will be anything but ordinary.
Once you actually open the suite door, you're taken into another world completely.
Step right into nature and sleep in a carriage in the Gypsy Suite. Or if the sea is calling you, maybe the Pirate Suite is where you'll choose to lay your head. That's if you're not prone to seasickness.
Our lights are lanterns that sway back and forth to make you feel like you're really on a ship.
If you're looking for something with more romance, the Parisian Suite will make you feel like you're in the city of love. Rome wasn't built in a day, and neither was this. Its original owner, Dick Langdon, had the mansion moved by crane from Nipomo in 5 sections in the early 1980s. It would take Langdon nearly 10 years to finish the 6-suite bed and breakfast.
I had always at that time dreamed of having something like this. I never imagined that it would be this.
One of the mansion's guests, Rod Rigoli, the mansion's current owner.
My parents back in the day found Los Alamos and basically found this amazing place called the Victorian Mansion. They told me about it, they told my sister about it.
By a turn of fate, years later, Rigoli would purchase the mansion.
Everything just worked out and decided to take the risk and kind of restore, bring it back to the original grandeur.
Rigoli would spend a year restoring an artistic vision that became his own.
My experience as a guest kind of set the bar for me of what a bed and breakfast should be or an experience, and so my goal was to keep it as original as possible.
When you walk into the Victorian Mansion here, not everything is in plain sight. Behind me looks like a bookcase, right? It's actually the hidden bathroom.
Some guests have actually booked and not realized that we're theme suites, so there's an element of surprise.
When guests check in, they're surrounded by handcrafted metals and wood, even hand-painted murals. You can even sleep in a 1956 Cadillac while nodding off to Greece at the drive-in.
The trunk of the car is actually the sink, and the tail end of the car is the seating area.
So why not take a break from reality and a trip to a place or era you've never been? Have a glass of wine, a bite to eat, and you'll probably find out you'll get more than what you came for.
You can't fake that authenticity, it just is.
There are so many great spots to check out in Los Alamos, but at the Victorian Mansion caught your eye, definitely caught my eye again. Yes. The bed and breakfast is adding 3 suites to its already unique lineup. To learn more about those, just find the story at ksby.com.
Such a great story to